Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SF1 GP1 here for the round 12 of this championship at the British Grand Prix. Home Silverstone, our home Grand Prix of the league. I am joined by Lunamu himself. The first time I get to stream with you this evening, mate. So give us an idea, rundown. How are you doing this evening?
I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. And good to be here as well. My first
Yes,
time.
I do appreciate you helping me out, guys and gals in the chat, or anybody viewing this. If you hear my voice this evening, I do apologize. I caught a bit of a cold, so I'm going to try to muscle through it. But if you hear me, kind of hacking things up, I do apologize. But we are here in Q3, skipping Q1 and Q2. We're actually going to have a quick restart because one of the drivers, the Hash driver, could not get in for I think it was connection issues. Enzo wasn't able to join, so once these guys finish Q3, we'll have a quick restart so he can jump in, and then we'll be going live after that. About 10 minutes usually it takes for a restart. These guys are really quick about it. But on to pressing matters, Looney, who do you think is going to grab pole position? And I'll even add to that, what time do you think they're going to set?
I think it'll probably be Antoine, and it will probably be a low 24.
Do you
Yes.
think Harrison can press the matter this evening? He was pretty quick in Q1.
True, he was. He might push him, but I think Antoine might just have the edge.
We're going to be on board here now with Harrison. He's going to be the first to set a flyer, I believe, unless Amandale was first out. I don't think he was. No, that's not Amandale. Who's ahead? So far back. Is that Anton that's out ahead? He's actually on a flyer. All right, so we'll stick on board with Anton, who's just ahead of Harrison on his flyer for the first one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear my daughter in the background, she says hello. Beckett's. See how he takes. I'm always curious to see how these fast guys and what kind of line they take. Very smooth through there. Smoother than I can take that line. Although I do happen to really appreciate that part of the track.
It is a good part of the track, he said.
Into Sector 3 now. A couple more chicanes to navigate, and his lap will be done. I just realized that he runs the same number I do. No particular reason why I run that number. It's just 17's not in the game for obvious reasons. Anton says a 24.2. So Lunamu, you were right on the mark, a low 24. Harrison goes to 24.6, a 4/10 off. A couple of the times I feel are going to jump in now. Stick goes a 25 flat. Both AlphaTauri's coming through. Zero goes to 24.4, so splits Harrison and Anton. Shuf goes to 24.5. Uzumaki goes to 24.8. Where are the rest of the guys? We have Hellboy. Was that Tom? Tom crosses the line to start a flyer now, so we're right on board with SF1 Tom. Do you think SF1 Tom can challenge possibly the top 6 this evening?
He has the pace. Sometimes.
Ryan, Constant Ryan in the chat. Sorry, Lunamu, go ahead. I'll get back to that.
Yeah, I'll say he had the pace. He seems to have dropped off a little of late. I'm not sure why. Be nice to see him up there because he's a good little driver.
I will say a lot of the drivers, from what I heard in Q1, were complaining about how the track was really, really slippery, not too much grip out there. So I wonder if they're still battling that in Q3. But back to Constant Ryan. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, mate. And he said he predicted Anton's going to set a 23.7 at the end of Q3. And I wouldn't put it past Anton to do that. But time will tell. 7 minutes will tell us.
24-2 that early in the session.
Oh, wow, that was
Could well
really
be in the 23s.
close. Tom got really close to that Red Bull whenever he was trying to pull a bit of a toe, but he is coming down. Can he get himself into the low 25s, maybe middle 24s, get himself a top 5 here? It is going to be a 25 flat, so he puts himself P7, just ahead of Soap in P8. Two guys yet to set a lap are Hellboy and Amandale. I think everybody else is pretty much on an in lap now. That is a really good time from Zero. I know he missed last week, so it's good to see him get on the board and staying P2 right now. He's going to pull into the pits. All right. Stick sitting P6, wondering when these two guys will come out. So these guys have a dry race, 26 laps. Typically, the British Grand Prix is definitely going to be a one-stop soft to medium compounds. However, those hard compounds are there in case there is an incident in the first couple of laps, and those hard compounds will take you very deep into the race. But, I mean, these guys are the cleanest of the bunch most of the time, and I will emphasize most of the time. We should see if most of these guys should be able to get through. Turn one, though, if Looney Moo can relate, is a bit hairy all the time.
Yeah, I would have thought these boys would get through there. Okay.
So everybody pretty much in the pits. Anton's coming out for an early lap, though. Wonder if he wants that 23. Ryan mentioned in the chat.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have left it a little later. Unless he's trying to avoid traffic, of course.
He has had instances where he's picked up invalidated laps for pushing the track limits too much in qualifying. I have seen it, so it's not, it's not impossible for him to do that. He is a fast driver, and he's going to push those track limits. We'll see if he can improve on his already pole sitting 24.2 and make it just a little bit more harder for some of the guys behind him to get up there and try to battle him for the pole position. Absolutely stormed away last week with the Austrian Grand Prix. Here he goes, starting his lap now. 24.2 is the time for himself to beat. Can he beat his own time? Basically out there kind of running his own time trial laps. He's actually run on board with Anton. Hopefully that doesn't give him the commentator's curses. Sometimes when I do this, these guys end up invalidating their lap. Sector 3 yellow looks like for an AlphaTauri. Yellow Sector 3 is staying for the AlphaTauri. Take a look now. Wow, he didn't even lift through there. Maybe a little off the throttle with no downshifting or anything. That is the longest I've seen somebody in 8th gear in a long time and around the track.
Almost a 10th up.
Oh, he might have went a little too deep into that sector. He's going to pull into the pits and abandon this lap and really push it into the pits. So we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Pretty much about, I would say about 20 seconds from now, you'll see a lot of these guys start leaving the pits. As you guys see, one of the Renaults are on their way out. I believe, I'm not sure if that's Hellboy or Soap. It is Soap. Looks like Harrison is on his way out as well. Can Harrison get himself closer, put himself on that starting grid of the second, or the first row starting grid? He has some time to make up for that. He's got 2 tenths against himself and 0, 1/10 between himself and Schuf. Schuf having a really good qualifying, good enough to get himself up to P3 right now. What is going on with the... I wonder if he just slowed down. He's invalidated this lap. Taking a look at Uzumaki. Good to see him up in the P5. Can he improve? Get himself higher up on that board. Pretty clean races so far this week in GP3 and GP2, which is good to see. Not to mention your Haas team, Looney Moo. You guys are starting to pick up a lot of points the last couple of weeks to put yourself in the P3 and the combined constructors.
Yeah, we've had a couple of very good weeks. Very good weeks.
Famously
Trying to keep
winning,
the momentum there.
famously winning the first combined constructors championship for the Haas team when we first introduced it years ago. Oh, it wasn't years ago; it was actually pretty much last year, first ever. So you guys have that title on your belt with SF1 Evil. Had the likes of, I believe, Enzo was there. Um, one of the drivers who made a shift to a Mercedes. I didn't think he made it in the Q3 though. ERN Aruzia or EF1 Aruzia was in the Haas team at that time. Little trip down history lane.
A bit before me, that was
I
my
believe
first
Amin.
year at Haas.
Can't remember who else was there. There were a couple other really good drivers. Uzumaki does improve but stays P5. Let's jump on board Harrison. First, yeah, he's just begun his lap. Shuf has just begun his lap. Zero. Definitely up on his time. 110. Sets a purple sector 1. Can he get himself any closer to Anton? That's going to be a bit of a push. He has to find almost 2.5 tenths. Oh, wow. Qualifying is over already. So these guys on the last lap, can they get themselves closer? Or is Anton going to grab yet another pole this week? Oh, SF1 Evil is in the chat now. You have to change your Twitch name now, Evil. Is now SF1 Carlos. As Harrison sets pole position with a 24.2. Making a statement saying these two are going at it in the championship between Anton and Harrison. It's been titanic so far. It's still neck and neck between those two at round 12. You can tell Harrison has really put a lot of practice into the season, knowing he was going to have to battle Anton for that title. Missing out on the title last season to Enzo for connection issues, actually 2 seasons in a row. I forgot my password. Need to find it before I change my name. As Anton spins out of Q3, that's it. And he's retired on track. That's a bit of a no-no. Oh, but Anton spins out going through Magnus and Beckett's. Can improve, so that's going to see him out. Can Harrison steal this pole position this evening? He has. It's up to Hellboy, and Hellboy's off on the grass, doing what Carlos does a lot, and just mowing the grass, as Karim and I were talking about. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison grabs pole position at his home Grand Prix of the British Grand Prix, followed by Anton in P2, Zero P3, Amadale P4. I bet Looney's loving that in P4. We have Shoof
Definitely.
P5. We have Soap P6, Tom P7, Uzumaki P8, Stig crosses the line in P9, and Hellboy's going to cross in P10. Your top 10 for Q3. Wow, I didn't see that coming, Looney. But like I
I'll
mentioned,
be honest, I didn't.
I have seen him make a couple mistakes before, and that was one of them. Anton spins out in Q3, allowing Harrison to grab the pole position for this Grand Prix. Wow.
Oh,
So,
what a lap.
exactly. He must have been putting laps. Look at how much the difference was. 100ths of a
Oh,
second. 3/100ths of a second. That's how close it was. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick restart because one of the drivers that was trying to join at the beginning of qualifying could not get in. So we're going to do a quick restart and we'll be right back after that is over. But until then, stay with us. We have the British Grand Prix, British Grand Prix coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after a quick restart. A couple of the drivers that couldn't connect earlier have gotten themselves in, so the lobby looks like it's good to go. So, in the meantime, we're going to give you guys a rundown of the combined constructors so far into round 12 of this championship. Alfa Romeo holding on to the lead, having a bit of an extension from Mercedes, but Mercedes did catch up last week in GP1, so it'll be a quick look this evening. Maybe Mercedes can do the same this evening. Still holding on to P2. Haas making a huge jump up to P3. Team is really coming together. Racing Point in fourth, Ferrari fifth, Williams is sixth, Red Bull seventh, AlphaTauri eighth, Renault is ninth, and McLaren still holding on, trying to have a couple more points fall their way, holding on to P10. But what everybody wants to see is that spicy championship going on between Harrison and Anton. Harrison currently still holding the lead with 291 points. Anton right on his heels with 280 points. Daigero in third. We have Zero fourth. We have Stig fifth. Aruzia is sitting sixth. We have Amandale in seventh. Schuf eighth. Enzo holding on to ninth. Soap is 10th. We have Jono, who wasn't able to make it this evening, in 11th. Hubdeet 12th. Hellboy 13th. Tom in 14th. We have Lord Eris in 15th. Uzumaki 16th. The Ghost, a little ill, under the weather this evening, not able to make it. He is holding on to P17. Volkan, who I believe had issues, so he's not going to be able to drive for that Williams anymore, in 18th. The brand new Red Bull driver, I can't. Mattis Gamer Boss, there we go, in P19, and McCall, who unfortunately had to step down. So BRL Adlefer is going to take that seat full time in the Ferrari. First race this evening to catch him. Make sure you keep an eye on him. But I'm still joined by Ludimu, and we also have a special guest, SF1 Carlos, this evening with us. So both of
Hello.
you guys, how are you doing? It's so nice to have co-coms in a GP1 race.
Oh,
Ah,
nah, I'm looking forward to this race.
How about yourself, Looney?
yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. The first time on comms. And there's three of us, even better.
Promise I'll make it as possible.
I mean, one of the benefits of GP1 is they tend to drive very fast, so
Yeah, I won't be able to keep up with them.
Yeah, but
In
the
more
big
ways
news
than one.
is Anton spitting the car out in Magnussen Beckett's in Q3 on his last lap. Unfortunately, making a small mistake, not able to capitalize on Q3. So Harrison grabbed pole position this evening, his championship rival. So this could get rather spicy, guys.
see, with the restart, all the medium runs, they're gonna have to really work hard to try and get some temperature on the formation lap. So I imagine a soft run like Antoine is gonna jump Harrison going into turn one.
Wrath in the chat also saying track limits are going to be a big deal, which we know they are. We'll see how many guys pick up a track extension penalty tonight. But we're setting off for the formation lap, ladies and gentlemen. And they're giving me the predicted pit stop strategy, which is good. Hopefully that doesn't pop up in the first corner like it always does. Take a look at. Somebody has an echo on me, I can tell. Can't tell who it is, though.
I've got it to me.
Ah, yeah, there we go. You gotta turn your TV down.
My TV volume's on 9.
Turn it completely off. There, it's even getting better now. Oh, I still hear it slightly.
It's completely on 0 now. Okay, that's interesting.
Tell you what, back out of the lot or the party and then rejoin the party. See if that helps. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of guys starting on the medium compound. They're going to have to really warm up those medium compounds because they are completely fresh for this race as we had a restart. So Anton starting on the soft compound. It is going to be lightning fast at the beginning, so Harrison's probably going to let him go by and not fight him too much. We'll see. They are battling for the championship. So Tom Uzumaki also starting on the soft compound, as well as Hellboy. Ruzia sitting P11, Hubdi P12 on the mediums. BRL out of the fur in 13. We have Lord Eros in 14, Daikaro 15, Mattis Gamer Boss in 16. I'm just gonna call him Gamer Boss. I think that's easier. ERFL Chadaloo. I think that's how Looney Moo pronounced it. We're gonna call him Chad this evening. And Enzo sitting P18. Do we have
Is that
Carlos back? Raph in the chat. Medium the soft, stronger, no safety car. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Lining up on the grid for 26 laps around this British Grand Prix. Looney Moo, hopefully you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm still here.
How about Carlos? Do we have him back?
I am here, but is the echo gone? I'm
It's
hoping
gone.
the echo's gone.
It's
Oh,
gone.
thank goodness.
There we go. Everybody's
So,
lined up on the
I'll
grid,
start
ladies
at
and
the back.
gentlemen. Let's see how this goes. Give me a better camera angle. There we have it. 5 red lights waiting for him to tick off. They are lit, and away we go for
We
the
are going.
Silverstone Grand Prix. Let's see how turn 1
Anton's
goes.
had a good
Ooh!
start as well.
McLaren gets close. Anton's going to pull into turn 1. Lap 1 squeezes the Mercedes just a bit. Takes the
Someone's
lead
gone
right
off.
away. We have somebody in the gravel already.
That was Armandale.
Armandale off into the gravel. Wonder if there was contact made. How far behind? He's not too far behind. Is there any damage on that car? No, so he can continue. So Anton takes the lead of this race. Harrison in P2, 0 P3, that's Schuf P4. I'm starting to remember everybody pretty much.
Ferrari's gone wide in the
Don't
back.
tell me.
Against Daigoro.
SF1 Tom is in P5 right now, having a solid beginning of this race.
So Daigo's fallen back down to P16. Hellboy's down in P18.
Harris is going to go on Adler around the long right-hander. Almost flat out, but usually with heavy fuel, you don't want to go flat out there.
Anton's rear just keeps kicking out in the corners.
Yeah, I wonder if he's running.
Enzo and BRO Adel down for P11, 12, and 13. In fact, Adler's dropped 2 places.
Taking a look. Ooh, there's a bit of a glitch from Uzumaki, I believe. Have to keep an eye on that. There's a battle going on.
Adler's
Ooh.
going into the pits. I think he's got wing damage.
We'll take a look here. Get the Delta back up for you guys. As lap 1's completed. Cowboys in the pits as well. Let's see. They are going to put a new wing on. Is he going to put on the hard compound? Yes, he's going to go on the hard compound. He should be able to take those to the end, possibly.
Though in GP2, one of the drivers, the Mercedes reserve, he actually had a puncture towards the end from his hard set. So you have to be careful when you take the hards to the end.
Now, this is the interesting thing. I don't know. I know some of you guys, especially Carlos, have seen it, but Lulu, welcome. Oh wait, the Delta's already fixed. That's the quickest I've ever seen it fix itself. It's the biggest surprise so far. The top 5 have pretty much settled into position, besides Harrison having Anton overtake him, and there was Sector 2. Enzo's retired from the session.
Oh
Shut down. What has happened with Enzo?
The fast right-hander, exactly where Lucky lost it.
Yeah, I'm running on board with Ferrari driver Adler to see. I wonder if he caught a bit of the curb and it just put him out.
I imagine he lost the front end as you attack the curb.
His car is still there. No, it's disappeared by now. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, Enzo out of this race. I'm sorry, I'm joined by two Haas members, so I know that's going to be painful, guys.
Oh, Lord Eros with a 5-second penalty.
And Uzumaki is going to need us by Zach. And I'm not getting penalties again, so I'm going to bring that back up. Yeah, Enzo has left the session. Super unfortunate end to Enzo's night.
I will send Uzumaki an invite.
We didn't have a safety car out of that. I'm surprised. Did we? And it's over already. Back to green. I can't tell. Sometimes this game likes to throw me little sidewalls. As Mackey's joined, hopefully he can jump back in his car as quickly as possible. Eros makes a move on Aruzia. And Mattis is right behind him for a move. Let's jump on board with Red Bull driver. Running through Maggots and Beckett's, my favorite part of the track.
Zero is going to have a look for P2 going on the back straight.
Oh,
He's
Mattis
looking at the
Gamer is going
inside.
to go through on Aruzia. Oh, there's contact made between Red Bull and Mercedes. Oh, that was deadly close. They both smacked wheels. Aruzia, I'm not sure if he knew it was next to him. Oh, that was
Ruzi
a lot
took
of
a lot of grass there.
Yeah, that was a lot of cutting done by Aruzia.
It was like, do I take the curb? No, I'm going to take
No,
the
I'm
grass.
just gonna skip the curve. Let's jump on forward. So it looks like Zero gets around Harrison for P2, and the deltas are screwed up again. I want to know the gap between Anton and Zero. It's got to be 5-6
Tom might have
seconds.
a look at Harrison. I wonder if Harrison's struggling to turn those mediums on.
Race, you know they're gonna be a bit hard to get control of. It's not gonna they're not gonna turn on until about lap 6 or 7. Anton, come on, give me the Delta, guys. I have it down the Mattis, but that's it.
See, I've only got
Mattis making a move
P10 to P16.
right around Lordios. Bit of contact made in Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, whoa! Mattis had a tailspin.
Looney, I'm not sure about you, but that corner, I don't think I'll ever go for a move around there.
That was close.
To be honest. It's not my first choice of overtaking spot, I'm not going to lie.
So Eros is going to jump into the pits. 20 laps, he'll go for a set of hards, I'd imagine.
Ooh, this guy's getting a bit punchy. Alright, so the gap at the top isn't as much as I thought it'd be. It's only 3.5 seconds. Harrison holding on to the back of Zero in that AlphaTauri.
He is going to have DRS.
I think the mediums are starting to come alive for Harrison.
Zero's on a set of mediums as well, isn't he?
Yeah, these guys gotta keep. Zero can see Anton in his vision. He is a little bit up the road, but he is there if you jump on board with him. He's not too far. It just made the corner to go up the old start-finish line. So here's a quick question. You guys would know. When did they switch from that part of the start to their new starting area?
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm not sure what season.
Looney?
No, you got me. You beat me.
So we're the best streamers in the world. We don't even know.
Google is our friend.
Guys in the chat, you guys can probably tell us, what year did they switch from the old start in Silverstone to the new start? Harrison pulling up closer to the AlphaTauri. He wants to keep within Zero's pace. Because Anton is going to have to pit a lot sooner than these two. Tom trying to...
Yeah, Antoine will be pitting around lap... Well, actually, I think he'd go for around lap 10 or 11. Can go deeper, though.
So already we have Enzo, unfortunately, out of this race. Do you think we'll have any other casualties this evening?
I'm hoping not, to be fair, but you never know.
I will say this.
Especially when they come out on like fresh to the mediums. It'll be very difficult to get some temperature into them.
I was streaming GP2 on Friday, and I did mention, besides the aerial camera, which is lovely right now, as Hubdy goes deep, Tigero might have a look. The camera angles here are quite terrible at times. They're very zoomed in.
Eros has gone into the pits again.
Yeah, I wonder if he's damaged a bit more of his wing, but we have Tigero working on the back of that Alfa Romeo. And Tigero's really pushing the limits here to try to get around the Alfa Romeo of Hubdy. And I have the gear glitch on him, so I'm going to jump on board with Hubdy. Let's take a look at the rear view mirror.
Ooh, nearly goes to the back of it.
Oh, that was close. They had Mattis Gaming Man right behind him.
Actually, behind them, we've got Shadow and Mattis driving.
There goes Mattis.
Oh,
He's
no,
going to make a move
not.
on Hubdy as well. No, he's going to back out of it. Oh, Unfortunately, in the chat,
Something behind.
Enzo's talking. He just lost the car, so there was no contact made or any incident.
Oh, Madison's having a look.
Yeah, that's tight.
2
He
corners
makes
in.
it through though. Huntley gave him the space. Intelligent driving from these guys in GP1.
Uzumaki isn't helping the case by removing him, but they're getting around.
Harrison's still working on the back of that AlphaTauri though. He's doing what he needs to do, but 4.7 seconds now separate those guys from Anton at the top.
Schuf and Tom, 4 tenths.
Harrison has DRS, but he's not close enough to make a move, so he's going to hold behind, carry that toe. Enzo, no worries. You were here to try to race, and we want to make sure that you have the opportunity, so don't feel bad about the restart. This game is utterly broken at times. It's a community at the end of the day. As Harrison goes wide, he's got to be careful. I know he's probably picked up a track extension for that. I don't know. Has anybody gotten a 3 second yet, guys? Because I'm not getting any
I've
of that.
only seen a 5 second stop penalty.
So these guys are keeping it really clean this evening.
I believe
Also,
Schuf had
Looney,
a
you've
3
got the time
second as
penalties.
well. Yeah, I saw Schuf had a 3 second penalty.
Okay, so drivers are getting it. That's good to know. Mighty
Zeros.
Schuf is gaining on Tom.
Quite a race between these two. Both of them, it's their home Grand Prix. Both Zero and Harrison, so you know they're pushing like crazy. Schuf is gaining on Tom, like you guys mentioned. Red Bull versus McLaren. Daigero now working on the back of Aruzia.
DRS train, Rosia Daguerre.
I mean, besides Anton, the
Oh,
top...
Daigoro is having a look.
Whoa! He's going to be
Huge
vulnerable to
look
Matter
up.
Games Man now, too. Let's jump on board with Mattis Game. I have to find a shorter acronym for that name. Gamer Boss. I'm just going to call him Gamer Boss for the rest of the stream.
Daigoro's going to have a look on the inside.
Daigoro's going to go for a move on the Aruzia. They touch just slightly, though. Sends Aruzia a bit wide. Aruzia's going to hold. There's contact made.
Oh!
Keep going.
Ooh.
I
Gamer
feel
Boss.
like Aruzi just understood when he came back on track.
Gamer Boss lucky that Mercedes ghosted when he did because he kind of drove right through it.
Yeah. Oh, Ferrari's gone off.
Oh!
Daigoro just lost everything. That was a crazy amount of oversteer he was going through.
I caught him going into the wall, but I didn't catch what exactly happened.
He was fighting the
Think
car
he had
left,
wing
right, and
damage?
center. Pitting
Oh,
in
he's
for a set of hards at him. Oh,
And he just drove it into the wall and retired himself.
well, isn't that nice?
Well, there's always that, I guess. Uzumaki's still ghosting at the back. I don't think he got back in. I know he joined.
He is driving. I think it's because he's about to be lapped again.
Is he already a lap
Charalov's
now?
got another. Charalov's got a penalty. 3 seconds.
I'm not getting this. I'm gonna take this back off. Yeah. See if it stays on this time.
Let's have a look. Oh, there's actually a number of 3 second penalties being issued.
Harrison still following that AlphaTauri.
Meantime, Schuf has actually got past SF1 Tom
Tom holding
for
on the
4th
back.
place.
Soap there as
Tom's
well.
hanging in there.
Tom needs 2 more laps, and then he can go into the pits for a set of mediums. Fresh rubber. Oh, Schuf takes a lot of grass.
Daigero on the chat saying this game is a joke, and I would have to agree with that sometimes. I've seen glitches on this game I normally don't get. I know they were present in 2019 and 18, but I never got them as much as some of the other guys did. But we saw one in GP2 on Friday where the guys had multiple virtual safety cars when they're entering Nuggets and Vegas
Yeah.
for no apparent reason.
So Harrison's got back into P2.
I missed that move. I'm behind the ball here. I have to keep an eye out. Here I'm just chatting about races. Keep an eye on the Delta. Gap at the top isn't as much as I thought it would be. It's still only 5.7 seconds. Ken Harrison.
Zero is
putting
going to
a
have a look.
gap down in sector
Sector 2 and 3.
Yellow.
That's
happening?
Alderfield and Hellboy.
Was there contact made between those two?
He
Or did he
tires
just
were
lose?
dirty, so I imagine he was on grass. So I'm not too sure if he lost it or if he was pushed out wide.
Oh boy, he's gonna have a lovely evening trying to explain some of that. Tom holding onto the back of Shuv. And Zero's coming back at Harrison now. At what point do you think, yeah, I'm just gonna back off and just use your tail? Because he's probably burned a lot of his ERS trying to stay ahead of Harrison. And now he can actually recharge it for quite a while. Use that slipstream and just follow, save a little bit of fuel while you're at it. But
Zero and Harrison take different lines.
the down part about it is when you're in that dirty air, you're gonna get a little more tire degradation on your tires.
That and you're gonna, well, miss your corners. You always intend to go a bit wider.
No contact between Hellboy and Adlifer from what I hear. Hunica is in the chat telling me.
Oh, Hunica!
Yeah. Lap 11 out of 26. Pit stops have yet to occur, but I believe the guys on the soft, well, they
Stig
are fresh,
and
so they might be able to take it to
Soap.
lap 12.
4 tenths between him, and Soap's on the 10 lap order set of softs.
Be interesting too as well, because Stig is the manager of the Renault team, which we are looking at. We might have a little change of that next season where manager has to drive for the team that they manage.
Yeah, that's it.
So we don't have any super biased things going on. But we'll see if Soap pulls out of the way for Stig. I doubt he's going to though. Yeah, Soap goes really deep. Let's jump on board the Alfa Romeo driver. Stig
took a lot of curb.
He had a really bad entrance there. But it looks like Soap
He's got a good exit here.
is struggling a bit on those soft compounds. I don't think he's close
Soap's
enough.
also got DRS from Tom.
I don't think he's close enough to make a move.
Anton is yet to pit.
So going
Tom's
in the pits,
pitting,
Tom's
so
going
is
in the
Soap.
pits. Yeah, they're soft. They're fresh soft, so they're going to be able to last a lot longer. Probably this lap, I would see Anton pull into the pits. As unfortunately, he just lapped his teammate.
Armandale just took Hobbs going into the home straight. I don't know how that happened, but that was quite mad.
Interesting. Hobbs holding on to the back. They have Chad just ahead of him as well. And that Williams, Armandale's going to have DRS on him. So we now have another DRS train, as Mooney Moo was speaking about earlier.
Sector 2 yellows. Lord Eros is out. Is that safety car?
That is a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car, yeah. Game's broken, I'm not getting any of those updates. I have to click off the Delta just to get them. Where did he go off?
Alda's gone into the pits.
All Adlifer needs is an actual safety car to get right back into this. He's going to put on a medium
That's it.
compound. So we'll see if we even have a safety car at any point. So we have 3 casualties in this race. Enzo, Daiguero, and Lord Eos. 3 names I'd never mentioned. There is my daughter saying, hello, ladies and gentlemen. She's having a good evening.
Harrison's gained from under the virtual safety car. Not Harrison, sorry, Antoine. Gap's over 6 seconds now.
Looks like virtual safety car is over. Official time in the chat, Forza Haas. Not sure I would say Forza Haas.
Official... Oh, that's Dansberg.
Dansberg. I'd say Forza Alfa Romeo, but that's being a little biased. So it looks like we're back to green. Some of the Delta,
Yeah, everyone's
jumping
racing.
back through, but I guess the closest one.
It'll be
Boss
Soap and
is
Tom,
Dig.
Hobbs and Shad, Uh, Gamer Boss, Stig, and Zero and Harrison.
Is Anton gonna pit? I haven't seen him pit. He's still out. Let's see if he
He
does.
should be pitting this lap, I would think.
Zero's picked up a 3-second penalty.
Ooh, that might be big at the end. Anton
No,
does
he's
not
staying.
pit this
Anton's
time.
staying out.
Yeah, he's not gonna pit this time. I wonder if that's starting to play into the mind games of Harrison and Zero, knowing that Anton has yet to pit.
Well, Zero and Harrison have spent the majority of the first stint battling each other. I imagine they've been wearing their tires more than they would like, compared to Anton. It's like clean air.
That Gamer Boss gets around Stig for P5 in that Red Bull, so a nice little battle here. I don't know how. I didn't think that Gamer Boss was that close. Just jump on board. That camera angle was horrible. Thank you, Codemasters.
Game Boss had a little lockup going into turn 3, is it?
I believe so.
Stig really pushing that throttle.
Hubs and Shad for P8. I don't think Hubs is close enough.
Going against Chad.
Soap and Tom though. Soap has really gained on Tom.
DRS is available for him. Can he get closer? He's not going to have enough time to get around and make a move on that McLaren. Of these staying with Chad. Take a look at some of the other Delta. That's the closest battle right now is the Alfa Romeo versus the, I believe it's Williams. I swear I'm colorblind because some of these
Race
colors.
leader is into the pits. Should be for a set of mediums.
Harrison coming around the last right-hander here to start his lap. In the lead, inheriting the lead from Anton, who's taking a pit stop. Longest pit stop on the calendar, I believe.
Oh,
as well,
someone's
guys.
gone off.
Chad along, I believe.
Oh no, what happened?
Anton's gonna come out. He's gonna come ahead of Hubdy. No, Hubdy's through. Where's Amundale? Amundale pits. Oh, this is gonna be close between Arussia and Anton. No, Arussia's up through. All right, so Anton has a bit of traffic ahead of him. He's got 7 cars, but a couple of them, or actually all 7 of them, are gonna need to pit.
Yep. All for a set of softs as well. They should be pitting in the next 2 laps, I would imagine.
Gamesworks talking about your Echo, Carlos.
I don't know what else I can do.
Might have
Chad
to
along, picked up
rejoin the
another
party
3 seconds.
again. Harrison 0-0's just behind him. Harrison into the pits. This is going to allow Zero to inherit the lead for a couple laps. How long do you think he's going to stay out, Mooney Moo?
The undercut could work really well here, so I wouldn't step too long if I was him at all.
I'm thinking Harrison reacted to Anton diving into the pits for his medium compound, so he wants that little bit of pace, trying to keep up with him, so he's going to the soft compound.
Yeah.
Where's
Soft will
Anton
after
now?
the end.
Anton's coming around start-finish line now.
Yeah.
Harrison is going to be a bit down the order. Couple of guys.
Yeah.
Gamer Boss dove for the pits. Stig dove for the pits. Harrison rejoins the track P6.
Yeah, he's about 7
7
seconds behind the
now.
road here.
Almost. Taking a look at this guy. When is he gonna decide to dive for the pits? Are you still in? I think Carlos is back in.
Yeah, am I having an echo?
No, not now.
No.
Nope.
Shoof has picked up another 3-second penalty.
There's a big train of
I
cars
imagine Zero would go into the pits this lap.
battling out
Yeah,
here.
he's coming in. He's coming in.
Both Zero and Shoof diving for the pits. Yes, he is. Is Hubdy gonna dive for pits?
I imagine everyone will.
Take a look of these into the pits. So Anton should inherit the lead here.
Hubbard, he's got a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, that's killer.
Anton with the fastest lap. Was that 26 on a set of mediums?
It was a 26 on a set of mediums.
Wow.
Impressive.
Boy. So we have Gamer
That's
Fox.
crazy. If Harrison wants to take the win now, he's got to deliver hot laps.
Yeah.
Because he is on the faster tyre now.
The
Yeah, he
two
doesn't
Red
wanna
Bulls
take
are
all
actually
the-
doing really well this evening. Both on a soft compound to go to the end. In P5 and P7 is kind of what they needed for the combined.
Might be P6 soon.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a move.
Tom's
on
taking
the
it.
outside of Renault.
Round the outside.
What about Tom? Oh, that was close. Oh, that's gonna stay. Tom, they touch. Tom holds onto the car though.
That just reminded me of Mark Webber and Alonso.
That's gonna help SF1 Stick close in those two guys. Lap 17 out of 26. Laps are ticking down, bro.
Zero's not out of the either. He's only a second behind. I mean, one lap fresher softs. But time penalties might be a playing factor.
You gotta keep an eye on that delta at the top between those two, Harrison and Anton, to see if it starts ticking down. 6.9 is delta gap.
But I haven't seen fastest lap yet. Let's have a look at race director. So,
And the top three have all got one penalty.
Harrison's last lap was a 27 flat, just a tenth shy of what Anton did on his fresh mediums.
Schoof on the back of Soap. He's gonna have DRS. Should pretty much make this clear cut on the inside around the Renault. Soap is gonna fall to P6. Tom
Just got
has
a braking
Stick
late,
just
protect the
behind
line.
him. Oh, these two. This is gonna be quite a battle.
Stig and Tom. Stig's just got to hold it back for the back straight. Let DRS help him.
Jumping on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. Tom and Stig. Let's jump on board with Tom.
Sector 2 yellow. That's a Renault.
See, I'm not even getting those warnings. Is Stig gonna be close enough for a move? Stig's gonna hold it. He's not gonna go for it just yet. Top 6.6 seconds now after 2 laps. Harrison is closing, but I don't know if he's closing fast enough. Lap 19 out of 26. 7
Zero
laps
has gained on Harrison.
remain.
Was around 1.5 seconds, I think. Stig's really on the offensive.
He told me this evening he was gonna be. He chatted me up quite a bit before this race. He was very excited for this race, whether it was dry or wet. He definitely was hoping for a wet race. Does have DRS.
Tom's defending on the inside.
Oh, they're gonna go side by side. Ooh.
Do you believe they touched there?
But as clean as you want it.
That's just the soft compounds versus the medium compounds in that corner.
Yeah, no contest really.
Even in no fuses.
Oh, he is going to have a look though. Stig had a bit of a moment with his rear.
Jump on board with Tom.
He just picked up a 3-second time penalty.
SF1 Tom or SF1
DRS
Stig?
opened up.
SF1 Tom. Yeah.
Forward with Stig. Here comes
Inside or
McLaren
outside?
really quickly.
Inside.
They're catching Soap rather quickly as well in this battle. And Schoof is not too far off. His Stig
Ooh.
almost touched the gearbox of that McLaren.
Just a little late. on his braking point.
Who's that catching? Armadale's coming into this talk. So all that battling between Alfa Romeo and McLaren is allowed Armadale to sneak up and say, "Hey, I'm here as well. I'll have a bit of that."
Zero and Harrison up front, half a second. Zero's found half a second in the last couple of laps.
What if he's finally turned on, say 6 laps left? Let's give it everything this AlphaTauri has.
Stick gonna have a look on the inside as well.
Does he make it stick? He's gonna go a bit deep. They're gonna go side by side around this corner. This time gonna hold on to. Ooh. Let's jump on board with Amadeo as we watch this battle between these two drivers.
Armandel's POV doesn't get any better. It's a bit scary. See, Tom, not Tom's already a stick. I thought his rear kicked out there.
I think it did. He almost lost it.
It was like he threw the wheel in.
I think he's really pushing that car. He does have DRS.
They're really gaining on Soap though.
Really gonna help. Let's look at Soap. He's got a train of cars now that have DRS on each other. Coming at him. Is Stig gonna go for it? No, Stig's gonna hold behind the Renault. He does manage this team, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Will Soap allow Stig to pass and hold up Tom and Amadeo as much as he can? I don't think there's any sort of team orders like that with the Renault.
If I know Soap, he will defend quite hard.
Oh, Tom, these guys are going after it. I gotta keep an eye on Zero though. Harrison, Zero has DRS. Close.
Armadel's having a look.
These guys not giving an inch to each other.
Not a place I would want to have a look, but I mean, if you want to go for it, you know.
Stig make a move on Soap. He's not close enough. Oh, I have a lovely aerial camera again. Stig goes a bit deep. So does Amadale into that corner. 0, 5, 10s now separate him from Harrison. Harrison collects a little bit more time. No, it goes right back to normal between himself and Anton. If Anton picks up another 3-second time penalty, Harrison's going to have to find 5, 10, 6 tenths out of his lap to try to have a say at the victory.
Oh, Armando got really close there. Stig should have a move, I would imagine, here. Mind you, Soap is defending really hard.
Yes, he is. His Stig goes around the inside. Is Amadale
Is Tom
going to
gonna
think
have a
about it? Oh, they're all close.
They're gonna go. Is that?
Oh, Amadale's going to think
At
about
one
the
point, I
outside.
thought it was 3 wide. He is like.
Oh, there's a touch,
Oh.
there's a touch, there's a touch. Amadale finds himself in the losing end of that battle. A touch between himself and McLaren. Stig up the P6 though.
Hellboy with a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of those time penalties, unfortunately. How's this man doing? I have not turned on to him for a while. He's just chilling at the front. P1 right now for Anton on the medium compound. Should easily see those to the end. Has to be careful not to extend the track limits too much anymore, though. Already has himself 1 3-second from what I know. From what you guys are telling me, he definitely cut the corner there a bit.
No, he's now got two penalties.
Yeah, 6 seconds.
Soap's not out of this.
Yeah.
So Harrison
He's
really...
still keeping up with Stig, quite honestly.
mediums versus
Harrison has-
softs.
3 seconds.
Yeah, I think the softs are starting to wear off. Stig's rear just keeps kicking out, especially around the fast right-hander.
I think that's down to his setup.
I mean, unless he's running like rear wing 1, it's scary.
Amadale. Hubdy does get around Amadale, though I'm sure we'll take the battle back to Hubdy, though. Hubdy on fresher soft, so it might be a bit of a challenge for the Haas driver.
Zero and Harrison, 4 attempts.
Just jumped onto that battle. These two have been going after it all race.
And both have just 1 penalty.
6.4, 6.3 now. If these guys want any shot at it, they gotta start helping each other to get themselves closer to Anton. 310 separate.
Antoine
Let's
just
go for it,
picked up
Numu.
another 3-second penalty. Although he just did.
So is he up to 9 seconds now?
I'm just checking. Actually, according to this, he's got 4 penalties.
Oh,
Who's
wow.
got 4 penalties?
Antoine, according to the race director. He
Oh,
picked
really?
up 2 penalties and 6 warnings in 1 lap.
How do you get 2 penalties in 1 lap?
I
I've
have
seen
no
it.
idea.
Trying to figure out which corners, which chain of corners that he cut through. Turn 1.
I think
whole
he's
track,
struggling
I
to get
think.
Maggots back. That's where he lost it in Q3 this evening. You throw the car in there trying to push the car as fast as you can, and you're going to catch yourself out. It's real easy to get a
Yeah.
corner cut there.
0 is 3/10. He's definitely gaining,
Amandale still working on
just
the back.
not enough top speed.
They have 2 laps left. Can Zero make a move? Let's actually jump on board with the Mercedes driver. Get a little action shot through Maggots Baggets with that AlphaTauri following him. DRS is
Open stakes still 7/10.
Zero closing in, but he's not being close enough, I don't think. He is closing in on him, oh, guys. He's staying within that 310s. Is it going to come down the tire compound? Because Zero does
So
have...
Harrison is 1 warning away from penalty. Zero is also 1 warning away from penalty. 1 mistake will change the game.
I will say this as well. Penultimate lap of this race. It's gone by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, Amandale on Hubdy. I almost missed it. Whoa, side by side. Wow, Amandale makes the move onto the final last right-hander. The start-finish line to take over P9. Hubdy did offer the space though, so really, really clear driving. Good awareness from Hubdy and Amandale not to tag each other in that corner. Hubdy will have DRS though. Will he be close enough to use it though? No, not this time around. Take a look at these
Zero
two
does have a better exit.
still battling each other.
He really revved it out in 7th there.
Trying to push that Honda engine as much as he can. We're coming up to the last lap, so time is closing for Zero to try to make it home the Mercedes driver. Easy on the throttle here at the exit. Down, starting the final lap now. This man leads, but how long can he push? Can he get himself further up the road? Because he does have a couple time penalties, which might cost him the win this evening. Harrison has his hands full with that AlphaTauri just behind him. And I will say this, I think team of the evening so far is Red Bull. Both P4
Yeah,
and
Red Bull have
P5.
been. They needed this weekend.
I think Schuf brought in the right driver to help him out in GP1, guys. Quiet race for him, but I mean, what a heck of a race. He started down the order.
Harrison a little wide.
He retired early, thinking that if he was going to get through, but a driver, the Eros, joined, so he wasn't able to get through. Gamer boss, that is. Oh, Harrison a bit wide. I have to jump on. He's coming through Maggots Baggets now. Harrison's got a hold. Easy not to
Harrison's
cut.
also on fuel issues. It's red.
Oh no. He's going to have to save fuel here. Will that leave him vulnerable to... Let's jump on board with this man, though. He's going to cross the line. He's not there yet.
Is he going to
Zero.
throw it?
Is he gonna... No, he's not going to do
Zero
it.
gets really close though.
Here comes this man. Held on. Only finished. Can he
Oh, that might have been a
finish?
penalty. I'm not too sure.
Cross the line in P1, but will that hold? I don't think it will. He does have a couple of penalty issues here this evening. Harrison gonna cross the line in P2, takes 1, 0 P2.
Yeah, Zero did get a penalty there.
What about
Mattis will take fourth.
Gamerman says fourth. Shoof. Where's he gonna finish? Finishes P5. Stig gets Soap at the
Stig
last.
and side by side.
Oh, side by side as they cross the line, and Soap gets it. Stig had a penalty. Tom finishes P8. Amadeo and Rusia tagged in the last corner.
What?
These two going after it. That was a bit interesting. Rusia missing a
That
lot of
was.
his wing now. Abdi coming across the line. Finishes P12. Adlifer, unfortunate early incident, season P13, but still finishing the race. Gonna bring him home at the beginning of his points.
Considering the number of times he pitted, finishing on the lead lap is commendable.
Look at the side of that car. It's actually all the rubber compound picked up. Crosses the line. Oh man, my voice is shot. As I thought, Mattis Gamer Boss is going to be your driver of the day. Give you guys a little bit of the podium celebration. We give you the rundown of the race results. And that dance is ridiculous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the race results for the British Grand Prix, round 12 of the championship. Harrison wins after a really close battle with himself in 0-0, finishing out P2. Anton, a couple penalties, put him down the order this evening in P3. That is your podium finishers, rounding out the rest of these guys. Mattis Gamer Boss, P4, ER Shoof, P5, Soap P6, Stig P7. We have SF1 Tom, P8, Amadale P9, Aruzia P10. We have Chad in P11, Hubdi P12, Adlifer P13, Hellboy in P14. I don't know if he ever joined back in, but Uzumaki P15. Unfortunately, our casualties of this race are Eos, Daigero, and Enzo. Tell you what, hey Carlos and Lunimu.
Yes, mate, sorry, I'm here. Just so many messages right now.
Yes, I'm going to ask you guys a quick question. Do you guys want to take over the podium interviews? Because my voice is absolutely done.
Yeah, I can do.
All right, we're going to get these guys in the chat. Okay, so let's see.
Alright, let's see.
Party invites have been sent. We have Zero in here. There's Anton, just waiting for him. All right. They're all here, guys. Take it away, because my voice is completely shot. I'm just going to say congratulations to all three of you guys. That was a crazy race.
So obviously, I will start with P3 with Antoine. You started in P2. As you messaged me, I realized you started on the wrong tires. But just speak to us about your race and talk to us how it went.
Hello, first of all. Yeah, as you said, the game decided to put me the wrong strategy because I validated it to start on medium as I qualified on medium in Q2. So this game is completely bullshit. So that's why I started on soft, and then I took 15 seconds on purpose to think that I will have a penalty after the race because of this shitty game. So I hope I won't have any penalty after that. So, but yeah, for the race pace that was pretty good on medium, but on soft that was pretty shit at the beginning. But on medium that was good.
putting aside the fact that you've said more swear words than I've ever used in a race, you went pretty long on your soft stint. What was the tire wear like? 'Cause, I think you
65.
went to about lap 14, was it?
Yeah,
13?
14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tire was pretty low here, so I decided to extend and to push as hard as I can on medium. So that's why I pitted. So
But yeah, I mean, end of the day, it was a great result. So provisionally, you got P3. We'll talk about your tire thing afterwards.
Yeah,
But
okay.
moving on to P2, 0. If he's there.
Sorry, yep, sorry, miles away. Sorry, I was daydreaming. I was just completely lost. Yeah.
So obviously you were further down the grid, but you worked your way up, had a couple of overtakes, and then had a moment in the first stint where you were overtaking Harrison, swapping places. But yeah, speak to us about your race.
Yeah, I mean, it went really well. I mean, I was expecting just Harrison and Antoine just to kind of go and have their own race, but I was really surprised that I was managing to keep up with Harrison pretty much the entire race. But yeah, once it came to the pit stops, Harrison overtook me again, which was annoying, but you know, I thought, you know what?
Yeah,
this
you
point-
chose to stay out a lap later. I think
Yeah, that was the
Harrison went
plan.
on lap 15, and then you went on lap 16.
Yeah, that was the plan. That's what the game gave me. So I thought, you know what? Let's go with that. See what happens.
Oh, you can
Uh,
never trust the game. I mean,
Oh, I
you
know,
can't
I
even
know.
trust Jeff in the game.
never
I can't
trust this
trust
shitty game. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, never again. But I tried so hard to keep up with Harrison in the last 5 laps or so, and on the last lap I really pushed, but I pushed a bit too hard and got a penalty. Second to
Yeah, I mean, up until then, still a good result. You got a net 3 out of it. So obviously,
Yeah.
sorry, net 2 out of it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
But moving on to Harrison, race winner. More points on Antoine for the championship fight. Talk to me about your race, mate.
Well, when I saw Anton on the soft tyre, I knew he would get me off the start, so I just let him go into turn 1. There was no point fighting him. And then I was just trying to manage my tyres. I saw Zero, aka Benny, behind me. I just tried to keep him behind. That first VSC came out and kind of came out of the wrong place for me, and Benny, no, Zero, sorry, got by. So I just stayed behind him, collected my ERS up and made a move. Pit stop came for lap 15 because I wanted to try and break the DRS of Benny. I keep saying Benny. Managed to break the DRS, but he got back into it, and then just trying to keep the speed on the straights to keep him behind. Almost didn't on the last lap into Stowe. I think that's the corner name anyway. But I didn't expect Anton to do that many time penalties, but I'm happy with that win. Second one of the season for me, and hopefully I can try and fight Anton for this championship.
Yeah, I mean, we're back again next week at Hungary. By definition, I would consider that to be a shit track, but I know people like it. So,
Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, Hungary for me is quite a strong track for me. My pace around there's pretty constant, so but I don't know what Antoine's and like the others' pace around there is, but we'll just have to see what comes next Sunday.
yeah, I mean,
Nice car. I'll take it over from here. Guys, congratulations, Anton, Benny, or Zero, I should say. I still get that wrong sometimes. And Harrison, you guys had one heck of a race this evening. Came down to penalties, unfortunately, as we saw GP2 did as well, but still a solid race for all 3 of you guys. Hopefully, you guys are back up on the podium. We can speak to you guys next week at Hungary. I do like the track, so I'm with you, Harrison. Carlos, you can
I mean, I'm gonna try and finish. I won't exactly piece off, but
No, I'm gonna give one more shout out. Harrison, oh not Harrison, my apologies. Carlos and Lunimu, I know he's gone now, but thank you guys so much for helping me this evening. You definitely helped save my voice a little bit, as I'm a little under the weather, but I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. But that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next week at the Hungarian Grand Prix. You can see us race around there, same time, same channel. Until then, we are going to sign out for this evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Everybody in the comments, thank you for keeping us entertained. We'll be back next week. Until then, have a lovely week. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.